How's it going, everybody? I'm putting together a series of video tutorials based out of the stuff we've been learning in class. This is strictly kind of like a refresher. I'm doing it for two reasons. One, to kind of help you guys out, at the same time help myself out to kind of remember this stuff as well. So everything here that I'm covering is strictly in the book. If you do get stumped or something like that, I highly recommend open the book, look it up. Everything's right there in front of you. That's what Bear would tell you, so I'm going to tell you the same thing. So we're going to basically jump right in here, and we're going to start with Chapter 3, because that pretty much goes over the user interface. It's where we are in class right now. We're actually getting into Chapter 4. It's going to be the next one. So let's get started. Okay, so we've got Maya open. And we're just going to go over a couple basic things right here. First, up here on the top, we have got the main menu bar up here on the top. Next, right below that is going to be the status line. That is this one right here, status line. Below that, we've got our shelf, okay, with all our different tabs. This is the toolbox here on the left side. Okay. On the right side, we have our channel box and layer editor. Channel box would be up here in this area. Layer editor would be down here. The next thing we're going to go into is our hotkeys. Now on your keyboard, Q, W, E, R, and T, most commonly used, and the ones that you are going to be quizzed on and most valuable with working. And my suggestion on that is just keep using them. I want to go over here all the time and keep clicking on it, but I'm kind of forcing myself to use the keyboard in terms actually learning them at the same time. So Q is going to be our select tool, which is up here. If you hover over it, it should tell us what exactly it is. It's not doing it right now, but you'll get the idea. W is going to, oh, that's why I didn't have it selected. Hang over it, there you go. Q is our select tool. W, going to be our move tool. Okay. E is going to be our rotate tool. Below that, we got the R is going to be our scale tool right down here. And T, the manipulator tool down there. All right. Now, in order to create a polygon here, we're going to go ahead and hit Q, so select, and I'm going to just select a sphere and put it right there in the center. I'll select it one more time. I'll put one over here, select it again, put one over here. I'll select a little cylinder here. I'll put one here, drag once, and then drag up again to create something. So I've created a couple objects here in this perspective view, which is what we're looking at right now. And I have Q selected, which is the select tool, and I've got this sphere, or cylinder, excuse me, selected. And if you'll notice over here in the channel box, in the layer editor, we have the cylinder one is selected, and you can see all the dimensions for it, or all the specific, excuse me, the details to it, I should say, over here. If we wanted to label that, relabel it, we could just highlight it, actually double click on it, and we could put anything we wanted to over there. Remember, now don't use any spaces. So now I've actually got that labeled as anything. So, okay, we've created a scene here, okay, with a couple of things going on. So an important thing to do right now is, let's say we wanted to create a new project, and start creating scenes within that project. We're going to go up here to File, and we are going to go to Project, and we are going to go to New. Now I am working in Maya 2011. If you are working in 2012, it will be slightly different, but you should be able to navigate it around it just fine. New project, it wants us to name it. So let's name this one Project 1. Okay. Below that, it tells us the location of where it is saving that project. Now that is very important. It's saving in under User, SAM, Documents, Maya, and Projects. Okay. So everybody knows where my documents are, and that's where it's going to be Documents, then Maya folder, then Projects. So when I go back to look for it to set that project later, or look for the scenes and open it up from a fresh start, that's exactly where we're going to go. We're going to go to Documents, Maya, and Projects, and we're going to set this folder. Now, these are all different folders that it needs to be like subfolders within that project. They're all blank right now, but we're going to go ahead and click on Use Defaults. It's going to go ahead and fill everything in for us. Now that we have all this information correct, we're going to go ahead and hit Accept. So now, I want to go ahead and save this scene. Okay, so we're going to go to File and Save Scene As. And as you know, you can notice up here, User, Sam, Documents, Maya, Projects, Project 1, that's what we just created, and it's under the Scenes folder. So now I'm going to go ahead and set that as Scene 1 in our Project 1. And we're going to go ahead and click on Save As. So if we were to go ahead and close Maya and then reopen it at a fresh start, let's say that we want to find that project now and continue working on it at a later point in time. Maya's opening up right now, so now we know exactly where we're going to need to go ahead and set that folder. So we got a fresh window open here. Maya just opened. We're going to go to File, and we are going to go to Project, and instead of New now, we're going to go down to Set. All right, and immediately it actually found that projects folder in my documents under Maya. But if it was set to something else, just for an example, C drive, and there's user down there. User is under a Sam. Documents is right here. Maya and projects. Now there's our project 1 folder. Now we do not want to go into the folder like that. All right. Let's step back. All we have to do is highlight it. It is selected down here, and we're going to go ahead and hit select or set, excuse me. So now that folder is set. Now anything we do from this point on, Maya is going to know that that is where we are going to save all our information. Okay. So now we still got nothing here. We want to reopen that one scene we were just working with. So again, File. We're going to hit Open Scene. Again, Maya already has that project set, that folder set, so it's going to automatically open the Scenes folder under that Project 1. And there it is right there, Scene 1. We'll go ahead and select it, hit Open, and bam, we've got our cylinder and our 3 spheres again. So we've gone over the toolbox here and the hotkeys for a couple components in it. The next thing that we should cover is a couple other hotkeys. All right. Right now we have this cylinder, which we named Anything Open, but it's in the wireframe mode right now, and wireframe mode is hotkey number 4. Okay. So I've got 4 selected. If I were to go ahead and hit 5, it's going to change it to shaded. Okay. 6. I hit it 6, but you're not going to see any change because 6 is texture. All right, I've got no textures applied right now, so it's going to stay exactly the same. 7, I'm going to go ahead and hit it, and it's going to turn everything black because 7 is light mode. Okay, and everything is black because there is no lights in the scene yet, so that's why everything's completely black right now. I'm going to go ahead and bring it back to 4. Okay, brings everything back to wireframe mode. The next thing that we are going to cover as far as hotkeys is some of the F2, F3, F4, F5. All right. Now up here you will notice on the shelf, or status line up here, part of the main menu bar, is the animation, polygon, surface, dynamics, rendering tabs. Now, I've come up with a little something just to kind of help myself, and you're welcome to use it as well. Just any project surface demands rendering. Okay, APSDR. Okay, any project surface demands rendering. Okay, and if you remember that little saying right there, it might be a little easier to actually think of the keys on the board. F2 is